What's up YouTube? Got another Zippo video for you today. Now it's not anything on like any new Zippo I've gotten or anything like that. However, I do have some news. Me and Zippo Fanatic on the live stream we're discussing the new fall winter collection or catalog, whatever you call it. And because one of the people who was in the live chat mentioned that they're coming out with new ones, and I was like, wait a minute. And so sure enough, we looked it up, and there's one that has like oak leaf / fire design on it. And I'm definitely going to be getting one of those, but that's going to be in the future when they release it, because I don't know that they've released the Zippo yet. But once Gurin 6 gets one, because I'm not paying full price for that, honestly, I'm just going to wait a little bit until Gurin 6 gets some. And actually, I might ask him if he can order some, because he got some of those rose golds quite quickly. But today's video is just going to be on an update on my solid silver armor Zippo. This is the solid sterling silver armor that I purchased, which was long awaited. I always wanted one in my collection, and guys, honestly, this has been my most frequent everyday carry. Now, it hasn't been for like since I got it all the way till now. I haven't carried it all the time, but I've been carrying it quite often. I probably carried it for about a grand total of maybe 2.5 months. But we're gonna light up a Lucky Strike cigarette. Because again, if you're smoking Lucky Strikes, it is definitely worth, if you own one, lighting it up with a solid silver Zippo. Because these are, again, a fantastic smoke. But this video isn't mainly related around cigarettes this time. It's related around my Zippo, which we're going to go into here in a minute. And sorry for that little pause in what I was saying. For whatever reason, my phone, I just got a notification, so I had to clear it. But yeah, not gonna lie guys, I really do like filming these videos around this time. Which, of course, you can hear that background noise. Now, that's not the highway. There's absolutely no cars on the highway. There's just some helicopter flying over right now. Actually, I know exactly what helicopter it is. It's the hospital down the road. You go down the road a little bit and you turn right in the big hospital. They have an old 1960s helicopter landing pad there that they still use. Or it might be from the 70s. I don't really know. The building is very mid-century looking to me. And it's kind of funny that they still use that building, but I'm sure it's been updated on the inside. But we're just packing down this Lucky Strike. We're gonna light it up and then talk about my Zippo. Alrighty. So I purchased this way back towards the beginning of the year. As a matter of fact, I can't even remember if I had started working at the steakhouse or not, or if I was still working at the grocery store. Can't really remember, but I finally got enough money and I was like, yo, I'm buying one of these. And then of course, 2 days after I bought it, the price jumped from 160 American to 221 American, which is quite sad and unfortunate, because the days of getting these for $97 are dead and gone. Like, I don't see that ever coming back, honestly. And who knows, they might even keep raising the prices from now, but I am very fortunate to have purchased my silver lighters when I did. Because now, to me, like, honestly, if I hadn't gotten this yet and I'd waited another couple years, I probably still would have been willing to pay $200, $250 for it, but I would not have felt as good as I do now, knowing I got this for about, yeah, $60 less than it costs currently. But yeah, as you guys can see, now what I have done to this Zippo, it looks like it's about 50 years old with all the tarnish. What I did is this has been soaked in hydrogen peroxide, which gives it a nice tarnish. And at first, when you soak it in the hydrogen peroxide, it's gonna look completely like darker than this right here, all over the lighter, even in the corners, but I have since been carrying it quite frequently, and it has worn off and kind of created, like you can see where I had quarters in my pocket, and I fell asleep with this lighter in my pocket as I was sleeping, and just sitting there like that kind of did that. So it's kind of cool that the tarnishing has kind of evolved and rubbed off in certain areas. It looks much more authentic. But again, if I had to guess, this was made in January of 2021. You guys can see the 2021 there, Zippo, of course, the armor stamp, made in USA. But yeah, and again, of course, I still am rocking the late 90s insert that I bought new old stock for like $5 off of eBay or something. And again, I did that on purpose because I didn't want one with the pushed out things rubbing up against the silver on the inside of the lighter, because over time that can remove, I mean, the amount of silver it removes is going to be minimal, but still I just prefer a flat stock insert, because when you do the Zippo Fanatic special bag trick, it works quite well. I mean, it works with any Zippo, but it makes a better seal, in my opinion, in the case. And also, something me and Zippo Fanatic were talking about, which I didn't know. Apparently certain parts of the world, guys, Zippo does not honor the warranty, which I had no idea. I figured, like, you buy a Zippo anywhere in the world, they're gonna cover it. But that's not the case. In other countries, like in Europe, and I think Germany, Zippo Fanatic mentioned this, someone in Germany mentioned that you have to send them the old insert for them to give you a new one, or to replace it. And I was like, damn. But then there's other places, like he mentioned, like Australia, where they cover the shipping cost to get your Zippo fixed, which I wish they did that here in America, but it's not that much. Like me and Zippo Fanatic were saying, it's like $10, $14 to send a Zippo in. But yeah, I'll let you guys look at the lighter a little bit. And surprisingly, guys, I have never dropped this lighter on the ground. This has never fallen out of my pocket. I've never lost it, anything like that. But yeah, that's what the lighter looks like. And of course, I've been using the hell out of this lighter. So the chimney is, of course, completely black on the inside in here as well. But I've been cranking out the usage of this lighter, and that's the thing with silver. And quick little side note, I almost quit carrying this thing, period, back when I first got it, because I was carrying it in my pocket and I got a little bit of a low blood sugar, and I tripped at the local grocery store and I fell down, and when I fell, I had a bunch of coins in my pocket, and it jammed the coins into the lid of the Zippo, and it being silver, it scratched up the lid. But now, honestly, you can hardly even see those scratches, which I think I showed them in a video. There you go. You can kind of see it right there. That's one of them. You see that little slight discoloration right there? It's a little bit brighter in this lighting. And of course, I am happy because our Asian Hornet friend is not out here buzzing around the lights. So that's always nice. But yeah, guys, I really like filming videos later at night like this because, granted, a car just went by there, but the traffic is minimal. Whereas during the day, there's cars both like 24/7 going down this highway. So but yeah, fantastic Zippo, guys. Again, if you can afford it, I still highly recommend you get one of these. If you're willing to shell out the $221 it will now cost you to get it from Gurin 6. But, and here comes another car down the road. But, again, I really enjoy this lighter. Like, this honestly is, I mean, it's not my favorite in my collection. My favorite is my actual first Zippo ever. That was my grandfather's. But this is my second favorite, is this armor. And again, don't know what it is about this lighter. It's just like everything, and once it wears in and everything like this, like it's just an enjoyable lighter. Just to have, just to own, like the sound. Like everything about this lighter, I love. But yeah, and I'm probably going to be up for a couple more hours after I post this video, just because I don't work tomorrow, so it's my day off, so I can chill, I can stay up if I want to, and that's the nice thing about when you have your day off, is you don't have to worry about, oh, I got to make sure I'm in bed so I get up. I mean, there's been times where I've only slept 3 hours and gone into work, but I try not to do that because then I'm really tired. And like, I'll be helping someone and they'll ask a question and I'll have to ask what they mean by it, because I'm so exhausted to where, I really need to have something explained to me. But I've only ever done that once, and it wasn't even at the shoe store I work at. It was actually at the Peddler of Boone. But again, great cigarette and great Zippo. Even if you guys don't smoke, which again, a Zippo is more of a tool than, I mean, granted, back in the day, that's what they were marketed as a cigarette lighter. But I mean, now, there's tons of shit you can do with these lighters besides use them to light cigarettes. So they're just all around a great tool to have, because again, like 2 years before I started smoking, I was still carrying a Zippo. Like ever since I was 14, when I turned 14 and started getting interested in Zippos, I was like, yep, this is going to be the type of lighter that I regularly carry for the rest of my life. But I really enjoy times like this, like right now. Like, it's just dead quiet, very peaceful, very relaxing. Because that's the thing, again, during the day, there's like always traffic noise and stuff like that. Like, I cannot stand a lot of traffic noise, honestly, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, I mean, I just really love this lighter. I mean, this has become basically my most used EDC Zippo of currently. And yeah, I just really love this lighter, guys. Like, ever since I saw Zippo Fanatic's video he posted back in 2017, I was like, yo, I gotta get one of those, man. But back then, I was like $97. That's a lot of money. But at the time, I didn't have any job, wasn't working any job. So, to someone who doesn't have any income, I'm like, yeah, I can't afford to spend $97 on a Zippo lighter. But once I got a job and they had gone up to $158 or something, I was like, you know what? I can afford it now. So I bought it and it came in. And ever since then, once I put my 90s new old stock, which it's not now. Like, this insert was brand new when I put it in here, but it is not brand new anymore. I really enjoy the lighter. It's just, again, there's something about owning a solid silver Zippo. It's hard for me to really explain, but it's nicer than a regular Zippo. I mean, I'm sorry to have to put it that way. And don't get me wrong, like a normal Zippo, I'm not like, oh, they're crap, because I mean, I sometimes switch up my EDCs and carry just a regular old cheap purple matte Zippo or a purple Abyss. But right now, again, I love the feel, I love the weight, I love the wear. on the lighter. Like at first, when I got those marks on the top of the lid, I was like, damn. And again, I was like I almost quit carrying it because of that. But then I was like, well, if I just keep carrying it, eventually it'll, you know, fade out and stuff like that once it's not high polished. And now that I tarnished it, and the tarnish actually looks quite convincing now that it started wearing off in areas. I mean, I love this thing. I love the fact that it has little nicks and dings, because every one of those nicks and dings, in my opinion, is a part of this lighter's history with me. So, but anyway, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. So if you like the video, like, share, comment, subscribe. Anything you do helps, and I'll see you in the next video.